Introduction. Change may be painful, but nothing is as painful as getting stuck somewhere that you don't belong. Dear reader, the idea of this book was born from our own story. It would have been really useful if we had also had a guide similar to the one you have in your hands now. We began a new life abroad at the age of 40. We are passing our own personal experience on to you. This book is for those who are open to a new life. No matter the age, anyone may think they want to play on the winning side in the future. This book is recommended to those who have already decided that they want to start a new life in another country, but have a lot of unanswered questions that they cannot turn to anyone with. Even with the decision in their mind, many are just afraid to leave. I don't speak the language. What job will I find? What will happen to me in a strange environment? I would miss my family members and friends. Do these sound familiar? Most people talk themselves out of the opportunity for a life of higher quality because of these thoughts. These negative feelings, however, are easy to overcome. If you are sufficiently motivated, that is, already set a goal and know what you should do to achieve it, you already did more than most people. You will learn the language as time goes by, work will find you if you put enough energy in it, you will get used to the environment and will also find new friends and acquaintances. And as for the lack of family and friends, you can use the phone, Skype, and, owing to the low-budget air companies, traveling neither costs a fortune. It no longer sounds so scary, does it? What will you get in return for your former life? A new life which you could never live in your home country. If you could, you would have never thought about starting again. Once you have built up your new life abroad, things like being important, recognized, able to develop yourself and having a certain living will become normal. While you are reading about these feelings, they may sound commonplaces, but, in practical terms, they mean that you won't feel different at the end of the month and you can go on holiday. We will be with you during the journey. We cannot squeeze everything into this book, but we would like to help you also in other ways. You can subscribe to our newsletter on our site, where we will share ideas and stories with you in English and Hungarian, which may be helpful on your way. If you want to download our checklist, which will help you perform your tasks, visit our website and we will send it to you by email. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We regularly share content to help you. You can leave us messages and we will soon launch our forum, too. And you can contact us in writing via our website at any time. About the author. If I want to give a short answer to the question of why I have moved abroad, I would answer with the word uncertainty of living. At the age of 38, with a 17-year-old child, an apartment, a car and a diploma, I left behind a 5-year relationship that had already ended and 10 years of employment. As for this latter, the commercial company that I worked for had suddenly been closed down. Those who got off this experience know that when it happens to you, you think it is the end of the world. You have been cheated, humiliated. I took a deep breath, a very deep one, and put all the money on the start of my new life that I had received in recognition of my 10 years of work, severance pay. I knew it was my fate. I did believe that I would succeed. I soon found myself in the middle of my new life. The best things were the benevolence and helpfulness that I experienced from people. Just one of the many examples, I was almost frightened when I first had to go to an office to do paperwork. My knowledge of the language was very poor and what I knew was not enough in the situation to get the license to work and live abroad. I worried in vain. Not only did the administrator help me complete the forms, but she almost apologized for not understanding everything I was saying because of my accent. What I like in my new life the best is that I no longer live in constant stress and I am surrounded by positive, merry people. To be honest, I had to practice smiling, I had forgotten it. Now I smile if the sun is shining, if a new day starts, when I walk in the street. I smile without any particular reason. If my present self could send a message to my old self, I would only say, don't be afraid, don't have sleepless nights, and don't be scared of new things. Everything will be all right, trust yourself.